Every year, more than 500,000 of Central Americans attempt to cross Mexico illegally to pursue their American dreams.
Most go through this journey on the beach, others walk.
Unaccompanied children receive a temporary pardon from deportation under the Deferred Acts of Childhood Arrivals.
20% of the world's international immigrants reside in the United States. That's a little bit less than 5% of the world's population.
We agree with illegal immigration because it improves their life by having free will to liberty. They help balance the economy since they work for low wage. They work in jobs that are very dangerous and that most Americans wouldn't do. And since they are not legal, the businesses don't have to pay for their health care. For example, in Enrique's journey, Lourdes immigrate to the U.S. to be able to get enough money to give Enrique and her sister a better life in Honduras.
Some people in the United States don't agree with illegal immigrants because it costs too much money to the country. Some of the reasons are because they don't pay taxes, sending each other back to the country causes a lot, and some of them can bring diseases to our nation. According to your records, how many illegal immigrants do you estimate are living in the United States currently?
It's about 1.5 million, from 1 to 2 million. It's an estimation because some people are afraid to speak out.
Okay, question number 2. What do you think about the great amount of children immigrating currently?
This is where it gets hard because parents are willing to take their kids out of their country and risk their lives so they can be in a safe environment. If you ask most people if they would rather stay in the US or go back to their own country, they would say they would rather be in their own country and have the same benefits they have in the US.
Question 3. Do you think the U.S. government is handling the children in a humane way?
I think the U.S. government does the best to treat the children the best way possible. Everything they do is for the good of the children, and this is where it gets really, really complicated because back home the children work for a really, really young age. I think the U.S. does the best they can to treat them in the best way possible.
Question 4. What is the government of the country you work for doing to help and protect the children in the process of returning back home?
First, we have to see if they actually want to go back home to Guatemala because the parents rather have them here. What we do here is help them under the law of the U.S.
Question 5. How many more people from the country you work for has been deported this year compared to previous years?
The number right now is about 50,000. It's probably going to get a bit higher than previous years. Next year is going to be something interesting because of the executive power Obama took.
Question 6. According to the ICE process, what is the difference between deporting an underage and an adult?
In general, the adults are deported, the kids are not. The kids are not taken to the ICE. They are taken to nursery homes. The idea behind that is to give them the opportunity to stay if that's what the parents want.
Question 7. On average, how long is the process of deportation?
It varies from one person to another. They might be identical twins with the same history. The one might be gone in a week and the other might stay for a month, or even more. It varies on the individual case. It's a very legal, technical issue.
Question 8. Why do you think the congressman can't come to an argument about this issue?
A lot of personal interest. This is a vicious cycle. It's just a political issue. There are a lot of interest behind this.
Question 9. What does your consulate do with other consulate to handle immigration problems as a whole?
We have a very good relationship with the Mexican consulate. Last month we had a health week, which was actually the whole month. One day we had an activity run with the consulate. The other day we had a yoga with your consulate. We also had free checkups and free vaccines to promote health.
Question 10. What are your thoughts about immigration reform?
In my opinion, I think it's needed and has to be reconsidered by the U.S. is a land of immigrants.